In the Amazon, legend has it that if you urinate while in a river, there is a small fish that will swim up your urine stream and into your body. But is this a real thing? Or is this whole story just some kind of you-know-what? I've got the answer to that Amazon-sized mystery, plus answers to a whole bunch of other crazy photos and videos that you guys sent in. Like this picture that claims to show a woolly mammoth that was found frozen in ice, a photo that claims to show a spider 2 times the size of that guy's hand, and a picture that wants us to believe this raccoon is really holding that cat. I've got all that, plus my favorite fake of the week, so don't go away. Hey guys, Bill here. Ever since I've been coming to the Amazon and recording crazy creatures like electric eels, giant piranha, vampire fish, and huge arapaima, I've always heard this story about a tiny catfish that can swim up your urine stream and into your body. It's called the Candiru.
Candiru is a little catfish about yay long, and normally you'll find them in the gills of catfish that we catch. And they like urea and they like blood.
So, is it true what people say about this thing? It'll actually swim up your pee stream?
That for me is a big fat fake.
Now, Steve's been in the Amazon more times than he can count, so I do trust his opinion. But on the other hand, I did hear about some documented evidence supporting the idea that this fish and what it can do is real. His name is Dr. Anwar Saman, a urologist in the city of Manaus. Not only did Dr. Saman claim to have removed a Candiru from a man's urethra, but had video and pictures to prove it.
Então esse é o vídeo da cirurgia. Percebe já o rabo do peixe, tá vendo?
É vivo nessa altura?
Não, morto. Com 5 minutos. Você vê aqui o canal urinário, não sei porque não está colorido.
Wow.
This is the one. This is the fish.
There's the fish right there. So that's directly after it was removed.
Yes,
from
directly.
his urethra.
Yeah.
You changed your opinion now after talking to the doctor?
Absolutely zero. This is a big fat fake, and I'll tell you why. Even the doctor told us the measurements of this thing, right? An average man's penis tube, the urethra, is only 8 millimeters maximum at full strength of peeing. This is what the man said. And yet a Candiru, an average Candiru, and in this case this Candiru that was found up this man's penis, was 12 millimeters. That's a difference of 4 millimeters. That's a lot of Candiru to squeeze up a pee pipe, I'm telling you right here. Sorry, man. It, for me, is a big fat fake.
Well, it seems we have a bit of a dispute on our hands, so I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and vote up here, or leave me your comment down here in the comment section, and I will get out the official envelope. Now, me personally, I am going with real, because I've been in the Amazon enough to know the craziest things you can imagine are reality here. Remember that thing called the flying snake that I made a video about? I'm gonna leave a link for it down here. That's where there is this moth that grows a fake snake head off the front of its own head to scare away predators. Okay, so how crazy is that? You're telling me if we can have a snake like that, we can't have a Candiru? I'm saying real. Let's see what it says. All right, well, as you might expect, because old Bill has been around the block a few times, the Candiru and what it can do is real. Bottom line, the general consensus is the Candiru fish is a real fish, and it does have the ability to penetrate your private parts. But due to the fact that there is only one documented case of this ever happening, well, let me put it to you as one scientist said, and that is, you're more likely to be struck by lightning while under attack from a shark than have this happen to you. We've seen a lot of poor animals who, for one reason or another, end up frozen in ice, like these fish or this fox. And the sad thing is, they're all real. But what about this animal? It's a giant woolly mammoth. The picture was sent in by Made to Love 17, who just wrote, "Is this picture real or fake?" Well, Made to Love 17, we all know that woolly mammoths went extinct a long time ago. So if this picture is real, it means that big guy's been frozen in that ice for a long time. But what do you guys think? You think real, fake, maybe unknown? Tell you what, go ahead and leave your votes up here, and while you do that, I'll check with some of the people around here to see what they think.
Wow, I don't know what kind of beast that is, but that's supposedly an ice. No, that's fake. If that were real, that thing would be worth $1 gazillion.
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
Yeah,
¿Por qué?
because
Fake.
You think the picture's fake? Why?
Fake.
Why?
Because its feet aren't touching anything.
Okay, did you vote? Good, because I've already got the answer open here, and we are gonna get right to it. You ready? All right, here we go. All right, well, you know, science does make some exciting discoveries these days. And as it turns out, this woolly mammoth discovery and the photo that it's in are 100% absolutely fake.
All right.
Although this picture of a guy digging a mammoth with a bleeding paw out of a gigantic block of ice is a big fat Photoshop fake, the actual news story about a woolly mammoth discovered frozen in a block of ice with small amounts of fur, flesh, and yes, blood is in fact real. It was frozen to death about 39,000 years ago. And since the soft tissue was preserved in ice, instead of it being turned into a stone-like fossil, it is possible to recover some genetic material. But I wouldn't expect a Jurassic Park type resurrection of a woolly mammoth anytime soon. That DNA they were able to pull is severely damaged. Who knows what you would end up with? Spiders are just about nobody's favorite warm and cuddly creature. Giant spiders like this South American tarantula have vampire-like fangs and can shoot poisonous hairs at you. Being bitten by this female black widow spider can result in severe swelling and even death. We humans are genetically hardwired to react strongly to these hairy little creepy crawlies, which probably explains why I felt compelled to take a hard look at this freaky photo. It was sent in by Jan Faras, who simply said, "Hi Bill, real or fake?" Well, I'm just not quite sure what to think about this one because, on the one hand, this is a really easy Photoshop job. Let's say we have the picture of the spider and we just kind of make the spider a little bit bigger, and then we take the hand photo and stick it in there so that the spider looks bigger than the hand, and then everybody starts freaking out, right? But on the other hand, I've been to South America quite a bit, and I've seen some spiders that are truly huge. So that's why I'm kind of not really sure about this one. So I'll tell you what, why don't you go up here and vote or leave me a comment in the comment section, and while you're doing that, I'll check in with my friends.
Fake.
That's fake what?
Because there's not a tarantula that big.
I think it's fake.
Fake.
Yeah,
¿Por qué?
that's so big.
Absolutely real.
Why do you say real?
Ah, it's a big freaking spider.
Okay. And the official answer is very simple, only 4 letters. And it starts with R. That's right, this spider is real.
Real?
Real.
Is it? You just made that up. It's fake.
Harvard entomologist and photographer Piotr Nazrecki documented his encounter with this real Goliath bird-catching spider on his blog back in 2014. Nazrecki was in the jungles of Guyana researching insects when he heard the rustle of an animal running. He was stunned to see that it was in fact a giant spider.
Later on tonight, you're gonna be laying down in your bed, and there's gonna be something squishy in your pillowcase, and you're gonna be like, what's this? And it's gonna be because I put a turd in there.
Raccoons, as we have discussed here before, are very popular characters in pop culture, like chickens, turkeys, and even kittens. And that's why this picture caught my eye. It was sent in by Oof Nerd, who just wrote, I have to know if this is real or fake. Oof, you know, I've actually heard of people who like to keep raccoons as pets, but I've never heard of a raccoon that likes to keep pets, if you know what I mean. But you know, as I always say, when it comes to nature, nothing surprises me. So go ahead and leave your votes, leave your comments, and I will check one more time with my friends to see what they have to say.
That's real.
That's real? Why do you say real?
Because it's too wild to be fake. It's real.
I think I'm gonna call that real.
I think it's real.
Okay, now that we've heard what everybody else thinks, let's see what the official answer says to get to the truth. I personally am going to go with real because, I mean, that is just too crazy to cook up. I don't even know how you would do that in Photoshop or anything like that. Okay, and the answer is, uh-oh, fake. We were not able to track down who made this raccoon with cat fraud, but thanks to Facebook readers Davide Gioia, Dalton Poole, and Gerald Fostorilla, we did find the original picture of the raccoon without the cat on a website called thoughtco.com. Okay, well, that's all the time I have for this video, but hey, if you're thinking about clicking away, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I may be spending a little too much time in the Amazon these days, but it doesn't mean I still got a big back catalog of my favorite fakes of the week, one of which I'm going to show you in just a second. And hey, don't forget, we have a new show every Friday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get a shot at being first official comment and win the pin. If you have a picture and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or suggestions in the comment section because really, the only thing that is going to do is turn me into a mega screamer screaming, "You're driving me crazy!" See you next time. And now for my favorite fake of the week, this video, which claims to be dash cam footage that shows a huge monster released by a sewer blast. Now, as it turns out, the blast is real, but somebody with a little imagination and a lot of computer skills added the monster to create this epic hoax.